Toss some beads at your screamer. Your wallets are plenty. Your wallets are plenty. Ho ho.
The gold YouTube just shared 1 bits. Cheer 1. Everybody better be on their /his/her behavior today. Thumbs up sign, grinning face with smiling eyes.
Truly outrageous.
There we go. You can hear me now. Hello humans, I'm the Alien Doctor, but you can call me Alien, and welcome back to another live stream. How we doing today? That's the wrong button. I know, I seem to be floating in the middle of the screen. Whatever will I do? Where is my thingamabob? VTuber. I was fiddling with the VTuber, guys. Can you tell? Let's just move that down there. There we go. Everything is under control. How's it? Why is there a thing on my screen? What is that? Why are you here? You're not meant to be here. There was a thing flew in on the screen.
Toss some beads at your screamer. Your wallets are plenty. Your
Well, that was
wallets
strange.
are plenty. Ho ho.
The gold YouTube just shared 24 bits. Cheer 24. I am now even and will possibly rest in peace.
Thanks for the bits, Goldie, and thanks for the blurb back. Welcome on in. All right, let's see who have we got here today. Congratulations to Crimson Tide for being the very first person on Twitch and YouTube. Wow. We also have Nicey, Goldie, Skyfire again, Dobbs. Thanks for the like on YouTube, Sky. Bird,
Toss some beads
Lord
at
Vader,
your
fear
screamer.
not.
Your wallets are plenty.
The gold
Your
YouTube
wallets
just
are
shared 10
plenty.
bits.
Ho ho.
Cheer 10.
Fear not, I have come bearing chicken wings. Thank you. I will accept the chicken wings. This is acceptable. Giol, welcome on in. How are you doing today? Mitchie, welcome on in. Giol on YouTube again. We got all the people here today. So what are we doing today, you may wonder? I don't know. That's a lie. I do know. I have a rough idea anyway. So, in the episode that I'm currently recording at the moment, I have moved over to my base area. Oh, really? I'm here. Just about. It's all going really well, guys. It's going insane. Oh, that thing is back. The floating thing. And there's some, you can see the buttons on the edge of the screen. Hang on. I don't know how far over the flying thing flies over, so I gotta wait until I find the edge. Okay, it's there. I'm also massive today for some reason. All right, there we go. Are we good now? Do I look about normal size? I think so. That feels about right. I don't know. Who cares? You're falling off the screen. I know, right? Mac on YouTube as well. Sleepy, how are you feeling, says Joel? I'm not too bad. Thanks for asking. I have returned. In case you haven't noticed, I have been gone for like 2 weeks now, I think, because I couldn't hear out of one ear and periodically felt lots of pain in said ear. So I haven't really been around, but obviously I managed to edit and get out a video yesterday. So we've got that, and I'm on track to have a video out next week as well, which will return to Wednesday. I am determined to keep my Wednesday weekly upload schedule this season, unless I get ill or something, in which case I can't help it. If I'm ill, it is what it is. I can't pre-record being ill. But yeah. So that's where I've been. I've been not having a worky ear. It's not been ideal. However, I'm back now. I have actually got an entire other episode. Hey Ron, how's it doing? Stuff and things sound fun. Well, I'm glad. One thing I did manage to do before I had my ear infection was record a whole other episode. So I had like half an episode edited and then another episode fully recorded but not edited. And I couldn't do any of that because I couldn't hear out of one ear. And as I said, periodically was in immense amount of pain. So I've got loads of footage to go through still. The video that I was halfway editing, I finished and put out on Monday, which was yesterday. So I've still got like all of next week's episode to edit, but I can't just keep editing. I also want to record. So that's why I'm also recording. But I know this is like a common issue for people on the server at the moment, is to have loads of recording and not a lot of editing. Cam, welcome back. How you doing? How's your map going? Or did you say you finished it now? I'm really sorry. I can't remember. Leechim, welcome on in. Yes, UFO is currently disabled, but it will be returning. Not today, but eventually. Mr. Lee as well. How you doing? Welcome on in. All the people are here. This is also giving me time to fix the stream. Theoretically, if I press this button, then it would switch to Minecraft Java. So if we ever need to play Minecraft Java, we've got that set up. Now, obviously, you know, it's not very helpful right now. But in the future... Iron Knight, how you doing? Welcome on in. How's it going? So what I'm hearing is that there's a chance. There is definitely... if you're talking about the UFO, that is 100% returning. And I'm pretty sure I have it figured out now. They're going to be a lot smaller than last season. That's also 100% for sure. But anyway, this is my base area. Let's do a little fly around. This is my island. People have been here. People may have also chopped down my trees. So let's just say when you see a tree chopping time lapse in my next episode, let's just say it was not recorded on Truly Bedrock and may or may not have been recorded on a creative copy for reasons that you will understand when the video comes out. Zloy the termite. I don't think this was Zloy. Because we spoke to Zloy. This was after like Zloy was politely asked to not touch other people's areas. I keep trying just to make sure it's disabled. This is the way. I see the TB community banned you to your own island. I love building on islands. I don't know what it is. I have realized every season of like any world I've been a part of, I always either try to base on an island or just like if I can't base on an island, it's probably because I couldn't find one that I liked. I have come to that realization. I guess the exception to that would be last season. But I also kind of made my own island in the sky out of smooth stone and copper and glass. So in some ways, I was also on an island. Last season of TV, you skipped the island altogether. Exactly. I was just saving time that season. But I also knew, like, part of the thing with that base was it could have gone anywhere, right? And that's what I said when we were discussing locations. I was like, look, I don't really care where. I just want to be near people. So somebody in the meeting asked, like, does anybody want this monument? And I knew it was close to Adequate and fairly close to Elagium. And I knew Slack wasn't too far away as well. And I'm like, well, it kind of fits the criteria of being literally anywhere and also being near to people. And, you know, I love farming. So let's claim it. And that's exactly what I did. As you may be able to tell. So, yeah. That worked out pretty well. And obviously we then were able to tie in the UFO and the Guardian farm all together, which was pretty cool as well. I think that farm is probably one of my favorite things I've ever built. It is not, I don't think it's a massive like technical achievement or anything. I just think it's really cool. Battlegrounds on Zloy and Moss War. Well, there is a little bit of like a mini war going on with these two shopping districts. With the diamonds versus gold, I guess. I think it may have been Smurf going after Oak. Oh, really? Smurf! Yeah, this was... I'm pretty sure this wasn't Zloy because I checked after a couple of people were like, where have my trees gone? I checked to make sure I still had trees. And there's a creeper hole here. That's not from me either. Well, I think this is a creeper hole. This I don't know. I don't think that's that. Oh yeah, that's not natural. There's creepers on my island. Jeez. Normally, I wouldn't massively be bothered, but there's a very specific reason, and you'll see in the video. Oops. There's a very specific reason why I wanted this to be... Hang on. I know you can hear my Discord pings. Try to fix it, but I can't multitask. There's a very specific reason I wanted my island to be untouched. Otherwise, it wouldn't really bother me. Like, I know some people don't want their areas to be mined underground, which I totally get. For me, it's not really a massive issue, but I understand why some people, don't want people mining under their areas. For me, that's not an issue, but the trees are, because I needed this area to look untouched. So for my episode, I had to do a little bit of, like, stuff in a creative copy. Like chopping... I've already chopped down all the trees on this island in a creative copy. And again, you'll see why I was on a creative copy in the video. It'll all make sense, but I don't want to give spoilers. That would be me. Yes. Well, no, it's not just you, though. Like, I know a few other people don't want people digging underneath their areas, which is totally fine. Yep, the map conversion is finished. Thanks for asking. Great. I'm glad. What did you end up using to convert your map cam? It's a Zloy. Yeah, it would make sense because there was a lot of oak missing from this area. I don't think really any birch trees got mined. I think it was just oak. I used Chunker. It was the only one that converted custom map art. Ah, fair enough. I know Chunker. I remember when Chunker first came out and it wasn't great. But back then it was a website. Like you could, like there was a really, really small file size limit on Chunker because you had to upload your wool to a website. And the main thing Chunker was being advertised for at the time was pruning. And it's like you've got a file size limit on a tool designed to bring down the file size. i.e. pruning. So yeah, Chunker for me was just one of those things that was like, well, this, I have no use for this. But from what I see, it's been made into a proper desktop app now, which is good. And I think what it needed to be. I don't really know why anybody ever thought it would be a good idea to have it as a web app. Aside from, I guess, mobile players being able to use it, but I don't know. However, that all makes sense why it wouldn't be great at the start. Yeah. Yeah, I have also built a farm, which if you have watched Joel's stream, you will have seen. So yeah, that's the other thing. I may have been away, but I've still been popping into other people's streams when I can. Like, the pain was very on-off, so there were times when I could, you know, hang out on Joel's stream, but then I needed to, like, leave a little bit later. So I helped Joel and JC and Zach build an iron farm as well. So I now, by proxy, also have an iron farm, by the sounds of it, that I could use, which is great. Which also saves me a job. Web app makes it easy to keep updated, but not for actually uploading gigs of apps.
Inhale alien.
Yes. Do not inhale alien. Alien is not to be inhaled. I saw the clip of Jill killing you in the end. Yes, she did kill me. And don't let her tell you anything otherwise. It was a very planned and very intentional murder. Involving a sword. A blue, one-eyed, moist, singular-eyed guy. And an ship, even. It was an accident. You know, maybe the first hit, but I don't know about some of the others.
I'm known by many names. Mountain Slayer, Thunder Lion, the Chocolate Axe. But you
can call me Tiffany. Mew. I should really sleep, shouldn't I? Longhorn, welcome on in. Yeah, I'll believe the first one being an accident, but you know, all the other times that I was here, I don't know. How are you doing, Longhorn? I love Tiffany. I have no clue where that's even from. My friend and fellow streamer Dark Knight Fury showed me that, and I added it to my stream because I thought it was great. Yeah, so this is Slack's area, as you may have seen in his stream. It is coming along very well. It's also massive. Looks like Zloy's been building something else. So we got more Zloy builds. I know this is like the start or maybe just the planning of a train station. So we got all the things. I don't actually know why I'm flying around here. I was just showing you Slack's area, but now I've made my way back here by accident. Oh yeah, that's one thing I need to do. I need to set up a nether portal over on my island. The murder cult. Wow. I'm good, says Longhorn. This is excellent news.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Best blurb ever. You have seen the salmon shop. Yes, I have seen the salmon shop. It's amazing. I've not actually been in it because I've only been in the downstairs bit. But I have seen the actual dancing salmon. Next time I go over there, remind me and I'll play it for all of you to hear. I've heard that so many times, right? There are some great like Instagram reels with that sound though, to be fair. Hey Oakley, how's it going? Welcome on in. Did that not play? Is Blurb acting up? Oh man. What happens if I try playing it?
Banana boat.
Front side protection.
Banana boat.
It's 30 plus.
Banana boat.
It lasts for hours and hours and hours.
Banana boat.
I can't even see it on my thingy. Oh, do not inhale, alien. Oh, it's on cooldown. What? Surely I can bypass the cooldown. Also, Alien, when you get a chance, can you make chat bigger on stream because it's really hard to read? Yeah, basically, this is probably the sort of thing you'd actually figure out nicely. The only way I can modify the chat style is with CSS. So I just haven't sat down and figured that out yet. But I need to write some CSS to change the style for it. Because I want to change the fonts and stuff too. I just haven't sat down and figured that out yet. What was that? I assumed it was a British thing. It was the Muppets. This can be solved. Yeah, because I wanted to change the font as well. And yeah, definitely make it bigger. If you could figure out just how to make it bigger and send it me, then I'll do it this stream. Oh, the creeper holes. This is why I don't want people going to my area. Stream Elements widget? No. It's Axel chat. A-X-E-L. And then I'm assuming you know how to spell chat. I don't know. It's a pretty hard word. It's got like what? 4 whole letters in. I know someone called Axel. Nice. Did I leave that floating? I know I've already found one floating tree on this island that I know wasn't me. Could you tell I'm a little grumpy about somebody mining all my trees? I know someone called Widget that was momentarily confused. Yes, they appear in your streams. All right. No, there's still some over here. Also, I feel like some of the leaves are taking forever to disappear. You were. Yes, Jill. A widget IRL or wandering widget? Surely not IRL as well. It's always very funny to me, like, talking about people that I've met online to, like, people in real life. Because all of their names just sound, like, so stupid out of context. Like, oh yeah, today I spoke to Jiol Girl. And then they have a friend called Widget. And then Nicey asked me about some CSS. My sister knows you as Alien. My parents know multiple names of the TB members. And some Farlands as well. Actually, maybe not Farlands, to be fair. And also not many of the TB members, actually. Is there still a log in there? No. Excellent. Sunflower, hello. How's it going? All right. Once they disappear, once those disappear, but I'm kind of just tempted to pull out the flint and steel. And once those disappear, we will have a fully clear island. Oh, and once those disappear, although that kind of looks like there are still some logs in there. You got to tell them about your chief of good ideas. I hear I hear she's awesome. I have not met them. Would like to, though. Who are we talking about? I occasionally call... Hang on. I feel like I occasionally call calls to IRL people. It's very confusing. Cause is a name that he made up years ago for some online games he was playing. Zolo XP joined the game again. Okay, let me get some flint and steel. Because... well, I need flint and steel to burn the leaves. Does there have to be a reason? Jeez. Oh, really? Yeah, great job, Alien. Don't worry, guys. I crafted a crafting table using the crafting table. So we now have another crafting table because one was not enough. We needed another. Jeez. Whack all that in there. Whack all that in there. Whack all that and that. That. Perfect. That was last season's gag, right? We can't repeat what we do every season. That would be like messing with the moon every season. Why is there just and wood and stuff in my ender chest? And potatoes. Why is this? Go away. You're meant to be organized. I made up nicely when I was 6, and I still don't know why. It was that or Nixie. Fair enough. I made up Alien when... Can I help you? I don't know how old I was when I made up Alien, to be fair, but it was definitely before YouTube. But it was weird because even though I made up this name, I don't think I used it. Oh, that's really weird. I've just noticed that. Oakley, when you redeemed the blurb, it's almost like Blurb hasn't seen it as a Blurb redemption because it's in the rewards queue, which also means I can refund your points. That's weird. Yeah, I made up the username Alien or the TheAlienDoctor before I even before I started YouTube, but I also didn't use it much before I started YouTube. Because I knew I wanted to start YouTube eventually. Okay, that's a natural cave. I knew I wanted to start YouTube eventually. So I was like, I'm going to save this name for when I start YouTube. And that's exactly what I did. I think there were probably a few exceptions to that. Like, I think my Discord and my Minecraft account were already called TheAlienDoctor. Well, Minecraft on Bedrock, so my Xbox account. But I know my PlayStation wasn't. I know my... what was it? I can't remember. There was loads of stuff I had to change, basically. My answer is my IRL name with the in front of it. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've tried a few other names and used my IRL first name for a while. Discord, for example. I really like my name, to be honest. I would not change it. It works very well for me. So, like the TheAlienDoctor? Exactly. It's exactly the same as what Nicey does. 100%. Don't you have my Insta? I do. Yeah, no, because my real name is Alien and Doctor. But don't tell anyone. Seven Dust, welcome on in. Glad you're better. Need alien streams. Blue is yes. Thank you so much. And yes, blue is yes. I can't remember why I flew here. I think I was going to get some bones and try and get some wolves for no particular reason. Why not? Did you know that Nobium is the closest thing to netherite? And my science teacher expects me to know how many senses do humans have. Okay then. Thanks for the knowledge. Who's been fighting with us already? I'm guessing that's Loy. Oh, well, I know Silent's been fighting with us actually, so it's probably Silent. Evidently, so is Groover. Yeah, there's also some trial ruins there, or trail ruins, sorry. So we'll do those in a bit. Are any of the wolves still here, or have they despawned? Probably despawned by now. Well, at least we got this here. Oh, I still haven't... I know what I was doing. I was getting out the flint and steel, wasn't I? Jeez. And when I say getting out, I mean getting out the resources to make a flint and steel. Humans have between 1 and loads of sensors. That is a great range then, I see. BR, welcome on in. How's it going? How you doing? This more than we had taught about in a grade school. The more you know. I'm an alien, so this clearly doesn't apply to me. That's exactly how that works, right? Right, you can burn. Or to be fair, you're mostly disappearing now. No point burning you. So are you. Still a lot of you though, so you can burn. I don't know if it will spread to the leaf litter, but to be honest, I don't really want the leaf litter here. So I'm kind of tempted to just get rid of it as well. And just have like a completely clean slate to work on. Well, you don't have any depth perception, so you like one thing. This is true. This is true. And I listen with my eye, so I'm already flawed. We also decided that that's why I don't blink, because of my... if I blink, then I won't be able to see. Or hear. So, yeah, that's why, if you've noticed my VTuber doesn't blink, that's why. It all makes sense. It's all coming together. Oh yeah, one of the things I also did, like, not off camera, but not like, it's not going to be a big part of an episode, it'll just be like a voiceover or whatever, is I did some enchanting. I've bought stuff from the Adequate and Slacks shop, and I'm pretty sure I now have max enchanted gear, aside from Swift Sneak on the leggings. I'm pretty sure everything is now enchanted to the max level. Except for, like, I don't want knockback, for example, and I don't want thorns. So, you know, the max level of how I want it, which is pretty nice. Sometimes I wait a bit before I do that sort of thing, but I just wanted to... Oh, geez, somebody's been mining sand as well. I just wanted to do it as quick as possible, honestly. Just get gear. Some people really enjoy early game. And to be honest, I'm not one of those people. I like having all my gear, having my ender chest sorted, which is probably what we'll do a bit today, actually. Having my ender chest sorted and just being able to, you know, work on whatever project it is I want. What I like is big projects like that. Team Thorns. I think if I plan properly for once, I'll have another set with Thorns on for when I go AFK. And actually, I should get Alien Bot some AFK Thorns armor as well. Because Alien Bot does most of the AFKing anyway. Same heat, different day. Oof. Yeah, it's actually not been too bad today. It's still pretty humid here. But it's actually been raining for the majority of the day. It's not cold by any means, though. I'll take Thorns over Icy Thorns any day. Fair enough. Fair enough. What are these called again? Wildflowers. I don't know anything about this game. I mean, humans can't see for the moment they blink since Blinky is both eyes at once. Look, don't think too deeply into it. I hate early game. This is why I never planned to start a new world. Hey, Cathedora, welcome on in. The UFO command will be enabled one day, but today is not the day. How are you doing today, Thad? Yeah, I only really start worlds, like new worlds, because of YouTube. Like, if I was not making videos or wasn't a part of an SMP, then I would also just have a forever world. And I actually do. I have an off-camera forever world. That I haven't had for a crazy amount of time, but I've had for a bit of time, so. And what I've talked about it on stream before. What I do is in every world, once I finish it, and it'll be the same when I finish this season, it was the same when I finished last season, is I import my base and any other notable builds into this single player world. So it's also a little bit like a collection of all of my previous worlds. And what's nice about that is often because of YouTube and updates and stuff, you know, stuff doesn't always get finished in a season. So anything that I want to finish, particularly my base, I transfer over and then finish it in this world. Which is really nice because often I have ideas of you know, the finished base, and I want to be able to have that. Got to vanish. Thanks for the fun. No worries, Crimson Tide. Thanks for hanging out. Was worth the shots, is that? Fair enough. Fair enough. I do that too. Yay. I see vids on a craft pide or something like that. Do you mean Hideercraft? That was the SMP I was on before the last SMP I was on, before Truly Bedrock. That was 2 SMPs ago now. But the last SMP I was on, I wasn't on for very long. It also doesn't exist anymore. But it is reincarnated through the Farlands. So sometimes your ideas are bigger than your ability to finish them. Yeah. But also sometimes it's just kind of planned things happen that then mean I can't finish it for whatever reason. So on Hideercraft Season 4, I left to join another server. And I didn't plan on leaving. And if I had enough time, I would have had enough time if I stayed for the entire season. But the server was literally shutting down before the season finished because nobody played on it except for me, which is also why I left and joined another server. But, you know, if that was still an active server or if the season finished, then I'm pretty confident that I would have finished that base. And that base is actually what made me want to start that world because I was just like, this is one of my coolest bases for a while and I'm not going to get to finish it. I also think eventually I'll do version 2 of that base on Truly Bedrock. Would a water bucket be faster for moving this leaf litter? Maybe, but where's the fun in that? Look, I gotta fill out this stream time, okay? Might need another chest. Just putting that out there. Alienbot, it does that sometimes. It would also conveniently wash most of it into the ocean and you wouldn't have to pick it up. But I might need it. People mining in my area. Stop it. No touchies. Oh, okay. Hi there. Stop touching my area. Yeah, I keep just finding little holes. Okay, admittedly, that could be natural. I keep just finding little areas where people have gathered resources on my island, which I'm not a massive fan of, not gonna lie. Milk the grind for content. Gotcha. The only thing well, not the only thing. One of the things I struggle with early season is what to do on stream. Because I feel like if I just had every stream as a mining stream, it would get boring very quickly. So if there's a job that if there's a relatively mindless job that I can do for longer and then, not run out of stuff to do on stream, then I'm going to do it. Although admittedly, I'm going to do mine tests on stream once I finish this. And that will probably take longer than the stream today. So I tried the water bucket to remove pink petals from a hill. Water physics aren't applied in Minecraft. It just kept flowing only from one side. There are water physics in Minecraft. Here's a quick water physics in Minecraft lesson with Alien. Jeez, you've tricked me into using water by going into tutorial mode. So you're torturing us? Wow. Maybe you need to put up a lot of get off my land signs. Yes. So, if I place the water here, it's going to flow in a straight line down here. Boop. And it flows in a straight line. It's kind of hard to see because of vibrant visuals, but I promise it is there. And it's flowing like I said. If I place it a little bit further back, it's going to spread out like this. I can't remember what the exact range is. I think it might be 4 blocks. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. If within 4 blocks of the water you place, there is a ledge like this, then the water will go in a straight line towards that ledge. Whereas if we go 1 further back, then it's 5, then it will just spread out like that. So there is water physics. They're just not what you might expect. So if I place that there, it's going to break all of those. For example. You know what? Fine. We'll use the water. You and your bright ideas. Who do you think you are? I knew that, but had never heard it explained so succulently. You're welcome. In fact, you know what? Let me clip that and that'll be a YouTube short. Don't tell me my clipper thing isn't working. Oh, this... Oh, okay, actually, maybe that did work. Show recordings. Well, you got me. I didn't try that. Yeah, I feel like that didn't work. Hold up. I think you are. What? Don't tell me my clipper thing isn't working. Oh, maybe it is working. Is this... You and your bright ideas. Oh, that did work. Excellent. Good job, me. Yay. It's not working, says BR. Lies. It did work, I think. Hang on. Let me press the button again. And then this time I'll watch it and I'll see whether it pops up. It is working. Great. I wasn't sure if my stream deck clip button was working. But it is. Which is excellent. It's very important. It means I can make very, very low effort YouTube shorts. And get 1 subscriber every time. One min quiz on TikTok. Welcome on in. You might have been here for longer. I didn't see your message. Sorry. You said, what are you doing, man? Who are you talking to? Who am I talking to? The answer would be everybody except TikTok chat. And I'm currently doing a kind of pointless task in Minecraft. Yeah, so this also happens. These blocks are an even kind of distance away from the edge, so it just splits off like that. But not here. And if I do it there, the same thing happens, but it also connects and goes down like that. Water physics. They are kind of weird. It's a weird game. You can use leaf litter for furnace fuel, right? Asking for a friend. Totally. We're not really here. You're just talking to yourself. It makes sense. I mean, I talk to myself when I'm not streaming or recording, so... this could all be a dream for all I know. No one here just does ghosts. I didn't know you... I was trying to make a Bedrock Legends joke. Didn't quite come out though for some reason. Is anyone else wildly horrified that they might be figments of aliens' imagination? Wahaha. What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say alien bots are figment of my imagination? He makes an appearance in the next episode. Another reason I needed this area untouched, but anyway. Jeez. I'm definitely still not madly frustrated about that whole thing. Not at all. Could you imagine me as a healthy person, please? I'll try my absolute best. No promises, though. You know, sometimes your imagination or your brain thinks the things that you don't want to think. Oh. I need to go there. There we go. Plop a furnace down and try. Did I just break that with my fist? Wow, thanks. It's not enough for you to wish harm on Elsa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Context needed. For context, Sunflower has an ice machine that makes ice. That's what ice machines do. But this isn't just any ordinary ice machine. This ice machine makes special type of ice that is different from any other ice machine. And apparently not the same as just getting a mold with some water in and putting it in the freezer. This ice machine makes very, very specific ice. And the reason it's called Elsa is because it has to be tended to like a pet. It requires a lot of attention, does this ice machine. So it has a name, and it's Elsa, which is actually quite a smart name. You know, I'll give you that. You know, the naming of Elsa. Good job. But everything else about it is stupid and should die. It's just frozen water. Why do you even need a machine to make it? I don't get it. It's yummy frozen water, but it's water that's frozen. Like something to do with the shape, I think, as well. It's not even worth trying. This is now going to be the leaf litter chest. It's going to be dedicated to leaf litter and leaf litter only until I change my mind. You need a machine because ice is rather hard to make by hand. Yeah, that's not the part I'm questioning, but also the freezer exists. Actually, it's because it takes on the flavor of what you're drinking, so it's like Pepsi Ice. But it just melts. I don't... It's a endless battle. I don't think I have met anybody that's on Sunflower's side, though, so at least I'm winning there. Except for probably her own family, to be fair, but I also haven't met them, so... Don't count. It's munchable. All ice is munchable. Basically, what you've got to do is you've got to get the ice into your mouth, and boom, it's munchable. You can munch on it. Apparently, it's bad for your teeth, but I don't care. Even thinking about munching on ice is making my teeth hurt, right? Oh, it's varying degrees of munchable. I guess that's true. Anything is edible at least once. Is it though? I didn't realize how much leaf litter was on this island. This might take a while. Regrets. I have a few. I'm a Coke man myself. I love working for Pizza Hut, but hate the fact that they were owned by PepsiCo and they refused to let us sell Coke. I am a Dr. Pepper type of guy. I recently rediscovered how much I love Dr. Pepper. How much I love Dr. Pepper, and well, that's really all there is to say on the matter. But the problem is, like, it feels like most, you know, kind of restaurants and cafes and stuff don't sell it. Which in some ways is probably nice, because it makes a sense of rarity. It's like, it's a special moment when I find somewhere that sells a Dr. Pepper. But if not, I'll have like a Coke Zero or a Pepsi Max. Either of them are fine as well. Probably Pepsi Max above a Coke Zero. Or is it Diet Coke? I can't remember. I can't remember which Coke I like. Funnily enough, I used to just think they all tasted the same. Except for Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper was the only one where I was like, I can tell the difference. I used to think they all tasted the same, and then through a strange set of circumstances that's kind of hard to explain, I ended up trying like 3 different variants of Pepsi/Coke, almost one after the other, and realized how different they are. And ever since then, I like now can tell the difference and know which ones I like and which ones I don't like. Coke Zero is better than Diet. Yes. Yeah, I think it's Coke Zero that I prefer. But yeah, there was a strange set of circumstances of me tasting like 3 different Pepsi/Cokes. Diet has a nasty aftertaste, but you get used to it. McDonald's Coke is the absolute worst. Yeah. I don't know if it's... Well, to be fair, it is probably different in America, but I feel like McDonald's Coke does taste differently, even here. Oh my gosh, I need to buy a new DisplayPort cable. I posted a video in Discord, but one of my monitors keeps flickering. And originally, it was what I consider to be my second monitor, which is where I have OBS, and also where I watch stuff, you know, when I'm like playing games or whatever. And that kept flickering, and then I turned it off and on again, and it made my main monitor flicker as well, which was really weird. But restarting fixed that. So I swapped the cable from my second monitor to what I'd consider my third monitor, which is my old portrait monitor. And now that monitor is flickering. So it's definitely the cable, which is good because it means I don't have to replace the monitor. But it's also not ideal because, well, it's just not ideal. Can we talk about... hang on. I'm really too far down in chat. I can't miss messages. Who do you think I am? I'm that way with root beer. There are at least 3 different styles that are very different from each other. I have never had root beer, so I wouldn't know. But I have heard of it. If that counts. My ears have heard it. Or I guess my eye, as we mentioned earlier. They probably water it down. Honestly, from how it tastes, how Coke and McDonald's tastes here, I could actually see it being watering down. Like that actually would kind of match up on what I'm tasting. Or at least what I remember it tasting like. McDonald's Coke here is syrup and soda as opposed to ready-made, so it will vary from store to store from day to day. Root beer is good, but it depends on the brand. Some are better than others. Can we talk about the best chocolate? Hershey's, hands down. You are wrong. Sunflower, you are just wrong. There is just objectively, you are wrong. But you probably, I might be wrong, but you probably haven't tried any, like, of the British brands, which is why you think that, which is okay. The only reason you're wrong is because you haven't, you know, due to your geographical location, you probably aren't able to experience the true capabilities of what chocolate can taste like. Yeah, have some British chocolate, says Miss Lee. Exactly. Dark chocolate is the best. It's not bad. I know some people are like really against it. You know, if it's too strong, then it's too much for me. But yeah, I don't mind a bit of dark chocolate. The word you need is Cadbury's. Yes. Yes. Cadbury is hands down the best chocolate brand. This is a fact. This actually isn't subjective. I thought the Swiss were the best chocolate makers. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying we're the best chocolate makers. I'm just saying we've got the best brands. No, it's because of how I was raised. My brain is hardwired to think chocolate should taste like Hershey's. Well, you're just wrong. That's all that's really all there is to say. It's a silent whisperer. Silent's been on more this season, which is nice. I really like After 8 chocolates. After 8 chocolates are nice, to be fair. Can't have too many of them because of... Well, I just can't. They can sometimes get too much to me. Like, the mint is just kind of overpowering. Oops, that was my rockets, not my potatoes. And that's my shovel. Also not my potatoes. Yeah, Hershey's, not real chocolate. After 8 tastes like sugar, way too much of it. Really? I don't really get that. Actually, what are they called? Hang on, the wrapper's in the bin. There's a type of chocolate. All the bits of chocolate are falling out the wrapper. There's a type of chocolate, I can't remember how you say it, called D-A-I-M. Like Dame, I guess. That would probably make sense. And Cadbury's, I think, have just made like what's it called? A dairy milk Dame chocolate bar, which is really nice. Used to be Dime. I think I heard that actually. This conversation is killing me. I have no chocolate. Is that like you can't have chocolate or you just don't have any right now? Who knows? But we'll find out after the break. I have returned. Don't panic. I drank too much water, okay? Why is the music text so low down? Why does nothing work in this? In these streams? It's too small. Hang on. Go over here. It's better. Can actually see what I'm doing. Right. Move. Get that way. There we go. Is it going to be off on the just chatting screen? See? It's like the just chatting screen has like a little bit extra. It's really weird. Because now it's too far up on... Like, it's fine on this screen, but too far up on this screen. And then too far to the side on this screen. Why is that? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. It's very confusing. I've not either, and I already ate too much junk food today. Oof. I have not either. Do. Despawn these mobs while somebody else sleeps. I didn't touch it. I don't know. You sound pretty guilty. You know, I didn't think you touched it, and then you said that, and I was just thinking maybe Iron Knight touched it and broke it all. It's very, you know, it's totally a real possibility. I don't even know what you're complaining about. On the just chatting screen, right at the bottom, like underneath the socials, there's the now playing bit that says the song that's currently playing. On the just chatting screen, it's off, you know, too far that way. On the Be Right Back screen, it's fine because I just fixed it. And then on the starting soon screen, which that's not the right button for. And then on the starting soon screen, which I have to manually click on, it's too far up. I don't know why. It don't make sense. That's Java edition. That's Bedrock edition. And I can't move it on one without it moving on all the others. I don't see a difference. What? If you look at the now playing, it says at the bottom, playing no train to whatever. Right now, it's perfect. It's exactly where it should be. All right, picture this. Right at the bottom of the corner of the screen, bottom left. We switch to starting soon. It's moved up. You see? Right where it is, too far up. Where it should be, too far up. Yeah, we could keep playing this game. We switched to just chatting. And now it's too far. It's a little bit up, but it's not really a massive issue. But it's too far to the left now. And it says laying, not playing. I'm offended by this lack of consistency. Me too. Me too, Cathedora. I am deeply offended. How dare it. Oh, now I see it. If you hadn't said anything, I don't think anyone would notice. But I would notice. I notice that sort of thing in other people's streams. Which is also why I notice in my own streams. But what's annoying is like the way I have it set up, it should be exactly the same position on everybody's, on all the different scenes. Because if I move it on one, it should be in that exact same place on all of the other scenes. So I don't get why it isn't. And I've checked because I've had this issue before where I'll look at it, like the transform settings, and like the coordinates or the positioning or whatever you want to call it of the numbers are exactly the same on all the scenes, yet somehow they're in different places and it doesn't make any sense. It's not possible. Because reasons? Yep. Works, I would say works as coded, but I'm actually pretty sure it's a bug. I mean, I guess technically, even if it's a bug, it is still working as coded. So, did something just appear then? Was there just an alert that didn't make a sound? Yawns. Well, we need like a blurb people can play when I'm going on a bit too much about something. The other thing is, because the monitor with chat on keeps glitching, I keep thinking there's a new message. So I like look over there. I'm like, nope, it's not. It's just glitching. I see movement, and my singular moist eye is automatically drawn to it like a hawk. Oh, it's the doggo. Oh, I bet the bones are too far away for me to get to without it despawning. Yeah, they're all the way over there. Oh man, come on, follow me. Do you like vibrant visuals for gameplay? Yes. The only place I can't stand it is the end. It's horrible. It's not horrible. I just don't like it. If you tap its head, I feel like that's not how this works. Unless you mean like punch it. In which case, I guess that is how that works. Is there a way? You know what? If I do that and then get it, oh, this is excellent. I'm getting its friend, or I guess probably its child as well. Oh, this. You know what? This is actually a smart idea. I take it all back. How's the BBL going? That is such a niche inside joke, and BBL has another meaning that will that may confuse people. Sunflower. Oh, well, you gave up quickly, didn't you? Jeez. Yeah, despite what Sunflower's message may sound like, I am not getting a Brazilian butt lift. Friends. I know, that may have been what people interpreted Sunflower's message as, so I just need to clarify that that's not the case. And she's talking about something completely else, completely that's basketball related. And not even right, so you weren't even listening. Weren't even, oh jeez. Where did baby go? Got lost. Oh well. I love just saying things really casually like that and then waiting for people's reaction. The wolf isn't aggroed on you, but it's still following you. Yeah, I've tamed it. Hi. Shouldn't you go turn Maribel Jade's sheep blue? I will eventually. I don't know. Not sure if I want to leave the blue in the past. Didn't see that. It was right when I was talking about Brazilian butt lifts. Also known as BBLs. I have too much fun. Yeah, that's you know, just once again to clarify, that's not what Sunflower was talking about. Well, at least I don't think it was. I don't know. The only person that could confirm or deny that is Sunflower. Anyone who knows me would know that's not what I meant. No, I didn't want to speak for you. I didn't want to make assumptions. It's another joke I could make there, but that wouldn't be family friendly. I don't know you very well, but I know that's not what you meant. Look, I just had to make sure. People might not know you. I mean, there are many things BBL could mean. Some are inappropriate. Exactly. Very not family friendly. Yeah. Actually, I'll keep the bones on me, I guess. Can my wolf come over it? Oh, was that another wolf that just despawned? Or oh, maybe actually it just teleported to me. The joke may be better left without comment. It is hilarious. Left as an open question. Oh yeah, that's the plan. Because I think when Sunflower said that, she was joking. I think. Anyway, because I know what the context is. It's when I stop.
Not inhale alien.
Yes, do not inhale alien. So the blurb is working. That redemption didn't work earlier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sunflower actually kind of said that as a joke anyway. And if she didn't, then she clearly hasn't been listening to my stories. But I'm pretty sure that the joke is that... Anyway. Basketball thing. Oh, now I want chocolate. So you guys, Sunflower, why did you make me want chocolate? It's not very nice. Why is there a cow on my bed? I thought it was the dog, but the dog's there. There's just a random cow. Not sure why it didn't capture right when you suggested it to Slacks. Yeah, apparently it was it needed to process or something. So Glowstick actually made this new one and let it process for a while longer, and apparently it just works now. So I suggested it to Slacks again. So if you maybe want to go and submit that or accept that, you're more than welcome to. I suggested it to like everybody that I've ever suggested it to before. So Geols, Slack, Jen, Plod, and JC. But I accepted it on JC's because I'm an editor for her. It was definitely a jab at you and your rants no one cares about. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. So I need to go through all the panels that I'm an editor for, is what you're saying. If you want to. I don't know, I'm not in control of you. I'm just saying that the vast majority of them probably have that now suggested. Anyway, back to Sunflower's thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. People care about my rants. Just not you. It's fine. See, this is why you wonder why I dislike Elsa so much. Just saying, we do. Well, I never said any of you lot did. I've got friends, I promise. Nobody's paying me to care. Valid. This is like a natural crater. Well, I know what I'm doing after work today, going through all the blurb editor panels. You don't need to. But I will, remind you next time I see you in everybody's streams, be like, "Bird, have you checked the blurb yet?" So, I mean... Sunflower has other things on their mind than your rants. But yeah, clearly. Clearly. Sunflower's joined the dark side. Sunflower, there's a whole new wave of British basketball related rants I haven't even told you about yet. There's legal action is being taken now. I haven't even got into all the legal stuff that's going on. Let's keep it that way. Tell me how you really feel. Legal stuff? I know, right? But no one cares. I know Cam asked about vibrant visuals earlier. What do you guys think about vibrant visuals? Do you like them? Do you not like them? I'm pretty sure I asked before, but I'm like in the previous stream. But I'm going to ask again. In fact, let's just do a poll. Is there an acronym for British basketball? Well, yeah, I guess. There's a couple of different ones. So the old league used to be called British Basketball League, which is where the acronym BBL came from. But that league no longer exists. The new league is Super League Basketball, SLB. But then the drama is about this other league that's technically now the replacement league, but also like once this legal stuff is settled down, theoretically won't be. Which is called the GBBBL. It's all very confusing. I won't get into it. To be fair, I cared until you started bringing it up specifically to annoy me. Valid. I like, you know, I don't know if that's true, by the way. You know, just thinking back to the first time I brought it up. But anyway. I like vibrant visuals, but I think the Hollywood Mexican filter is too strong in deserts and badlands. Yes. You're very right about that. The hue changes in some of them is not good. It's too strong. I don't even pay attention to the NBA and you want me to pay attention to... Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't need you guys. I got other friends. Do you like vibrant visuals? We're just gonna go yes. Absolutely not. If I can spell properly. Which I cannot. And only for time lapses, I don't mind either way. Jeez, that is a lot of poll options. I don't know if I'm going to do this in the YouTube chat. There's a lot of options. Groover guy, welcome on in with the raid. How's it going? How was your stream? What's going on? There we go. We're just starting a poll even. Can I get it has potential? Oh, too late. Too late. Hey, there we go. That's a good walk on. Mike on Switch, get yourself into a groove. It's a groove
Mike
raid.
is a big fan of Minecraft. He watches a lot of Minecraft.
Hey Mike, how's it going? Tears for Truth, welcome on in. Groove raid, bring your toasties for everyone.
Truly outrageous.
I'm noticing a lot of different raid messages. Stream was good. They're very challenging viewers. They really want to break down my no farming choices. Wow. Who are you to judge Groover for how he chooses to live his life? Wait, aren't you literally... Oh no, I keep forgetting you're not in a monument just because of, like, how square it is and like a monument. Mr. Balrog, welcome on in. I'm trying to remember what the French word for white is, but my mind keeps going blank. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Exactly. Working on D-squaring it. Yeah. Back in Groove Raid. Welcome back, Jill. Do 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 do. Smallest person is in his room. Maybe not bed, but close. Yeah, you know, he could probably see it, which, you know, I'm sure that's the same. It's the same thing, right? It's there in the general proximity. Poll completed. Do you like vibrant visuals? That was a very quick 2 minutes. So 50% of people said yes. Admittedly, it only got two votes. Only 4 people voted. Wow. To be fair, nobody voted absolutely not on YouTube. I would have voted yes, says Tiz. Ron, any thoughts of adding stalking virtual rabbit to your stream? Stalking virtual rabbit? What is stalking virtual? Oh, talking virtual rabbit. Probably not. I am the sort of person that doesn't like to have loads of stuff on my stream. I like to keep it fairly simplistic, which is why it took me so long to add a UFO command in the first place. The only thing I kind of want to add is the drop game, and only have it for VR back screens that Cathedora has. Mainly because I love that drop game. Basically. Sorry, I would have voted, but was sorting stream stuff. So no worries. Time for me to look and go eat. Enjoy your food. Hope you have a great evening.
I found it is the small things, everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keeps the darkness at bay.
Mr. Barrock with the walk on combi. Welcome on in. I think you should add the stalking rabbit. Wow, that sounds like some sort of horror film. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen how everyone abused Dark's cat. I would never. Sunflower, you are not... I don't know if you're the right person to be saying no to that, given how chaotic your streams get with all of your redemptions. I don't think I've ever seen you make any progress on stream. I'm gonna... You know, I'd even go that far. You can name it Rabbit of... I don't even know what that is. Or how to say it. If I could change one thing, I would... Hi there. I really thought he was just placing them back down again. Fire. That's an option, I guess. I kind of want to collect them, though. For the furnace fuel. I swear they could be used as furnace fuel. Maybe they can't. Who knows? I don't know. Oh, I guess fire is an option. I do have fire. I do have the power of... Ooh, dropped a bone. Oh, no. Drop my water. Which is quite the opposite of fire. Hey, I got my panels done over the weekend and you totally contributed to the chaos. I mean, I never claimed otherwise. They can, they don't smell much. What happens if I just have a lot of them? Like, almost 2 double chests. Sunflower also has a text-to-speech chat, but not like where stream can hear it, just where she can hear it. So she doesn't have to read out. Or not read out, where she doesn't... Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, where she doesn't have to read out the messages. She can just hear them played back to her. Which, that by itself would be enough for me to not get anything done. I'd just be constantly listening to Steadfast Sunflower. Hey, I got my panels done over the weekend and you totally contributed to the chaos. LOL. And I just don't think I could live with that. Oh, I thought she had it for us to troll her. Well, that too. Yeah, I do agree about the magma blocks though. The light reflection is kind of weird. It would be nice if water was a little bit more obviously water. Like underneath, underground, under the water, because of the fog, you can barely see anything. And then when it's just one water by itself, you can't always tell it's water because of how transparent it is, which is quite annoying. So yeah, that's what I'd change about it. This is where, apparently, when they stole the Happy Gas on day 1, apparently this is where they grew it up and stuff. On my own island. They go mining here as well or something. And a bit of stone. Random 2x2 hole. You know, some of us read chat, so we don't need somebody else to do it for us. Or a machine to do it for us. I do that area look familiar? To be fair, I think I've actually fully... Okay, except for over there. Can't tell if Zloy's placing or breaking them. I feel like he's trying to do something though. It's probably going to say sub to Zloy. But you know what? I will let him do that. He can have that. I feel like I got rid of these already though. These petals. Or whatever they're called. Wildflowers. Yeah, the area shouldn't look familiar because I very specifically asked people not to show it on camera for reasons that you'll see in the video. But whatever. It is what it is. Sub. Who have we got a sub to, Zloy? You need to write un before the graffiti. Yeah, but if it says sub to Alien or sub to Truly Bedrock, it's going to look a bit awkward, isn't it? And to be fair, we want people to sub to Zloy as well, so... You know, if he writes down one of the people that I don't want you to subscribe to, then yeah, sure, we'll add an unsub. But I get the feeling all of those people probably would not be mentioned here, so... I'd sub to Zloy if he released videos for YouTube again. I mean, that is a fair point. All right, there we go. Have we got rid of all of them now? Hey now. All I'm saying is surely it's been about a month. I released videos on YouTube. That is true. I didn't know if that was... Oh, actually, hang on. You might just be talking about the recap here. You can get your water buckets ready. Yeah. I'll set them up on this. I just released an animation. That is true. That is true. He did release an animation. Okay, do people know about the 100 days vid though? I feel like you haven't mentioned that channel anywhere, so nobody knows about it. That video got 1k views. They'll find it eventually. So am I not allowed to link the channel? But good job on the 1k views. In the meantime, I'm making a TV one for it. I do not control what you do. Okay, well, I'm linking the channel then because I want people to subscribe to it. This is the way it is. Unless you specifically tell me that you do not want people finding it. Or not, you know, finding it yet or something. I can't actually remember what the second word in the channel name was though, so please hold. Do it, coward, you won't. Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. I've subscribed to too many people. Jeez, I'm having to scroll through my subs list because I can't remember what the second word is. There it is. This is Zloy's other channel that you should all subscribe to with his 100 days video on. And I believe where he'll be uploading 100 days stuff. Oh, no, sorry. Truly Bedrock stuff. Even. He uploaded the 100 days video. And then he's going to upload Truly Bedrock stuff. The second word. Yeah. I mean, word. But yeah. That didn't go on YouTube. Subscribe. I also accidentally left the game. It's not part of the plan. Don't worry, Zloy. I'm sure you gained all of like 2 subs from that. submarine. Does that say submarine? Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that, I guess, technically. It's another dog. I've never really cared about wolves. But for some reason, like this season, there's been... Jeez, you want a lot of bones, didn't you? There's been like 2 occasions, I think, where I've tried to tame them and they both ran off. So I'm like making up for that, I guess. Just sub to that channel. Nice. Now you have to make TB episodes, Sloy, because people are subscribing to it. All of 2 people, probably, but that's fine. I think I was like the 2nd sub, so, you know. I already had 2. I'm sitting on like 12 hours of footage. That's a lot of footage.
Don't you honk and goose me.
Have you considered doing some editing? Okay, cool. This area is all clean. So I guess now we'll do the ender chest. Although before we do that, I'm actually going to go ahead and record a clip. Yeah, one moment, please. Damp Twig, welcome on in. How are you doing? I need to make that in a video just to get my SSD cleared. Wow. Hey, Dab, how's it going? I'm just about to record a clip, so I'm not going to reach out for a second. But if anything massive happens, I'll read it, I guess. Where's F11? Oop. And with that, we now have a fully cleared out island. I have gone ahead and cleared up the crash site as long as all of the leaf litter on the island, and we now have a fully blank canvas to begin building what I want to build. Although apparently I did leave some leaf litter down here. And also I found out that apparently this is where they took the happy ghast on day 1 that they stole from us and literally grew it up. They literally stole a happy ghast from us on day 1 and then grew it up on my future home. My voice got weirdly high then. I'm trying to think of like what to say after that. That'll work. How rude. Thanks, Jill. Filling in my lines. Fresh site spoilers. Maybe. I was wondering if anybody would notice that. I was wondering if anyone would notice that. I think you just mean saved with those details. Hey, Phantom, how's it going? I keep forgetting to add you to the bot. So if a mod could do !SO Phantom, that would be greatly appreciated. You're now the proud owner of the first farm on the server, the snow farm. Yeah, but the problem is it's not my farm. Unless, well, I guess it is my farm now. They've given it to me. I've inherited it. Yeah, now the next thing I'm going to do on the video is actually that trail ruins, which is right there. I swear there used to be more to this. Now, for some reason, there's just a bit of terracotta. But I need to do something else to it first, which you'll see in the video. Technically, it is, yes. It's true. Growing up the happy ghast on your island gives a new meaning to their name, felony for the ghast. They committed a felony by growing it up. By stealing it and then growing it up on my island. Yeah, cool. I actually haven't even seen this island without all the trees. And I do intend on replanting trees once I've built what I need to build. Because obviously this doesn't look very natural. But I just wanted a cleared out island to begin with. So that I could actually, you know, see what I'm working with. There's also like a very natural crater looking thing over there. Which is very weird. Given what I just said in that recording. Oh, don't shoot my only bow. Or my only arrow. Never mind, I have 2. You know what? I think the problem could be solved by sleeping. Before that happens. Thanks for the blurb. Ow. Oh, really? I was just about done. You know what? Wolves, go after that guy. Defend me. But defend me from that guy first because he's nearer. Ow. Oh, no, don't hit the wolves. It's rude. Why would you ever do such a thing? You might need to light this up. That's true. I should really light this up, shouldn't I? We'll do that before my end chest. Yeah, have some rotten flesh. I know you love it so much. That's a very good point, Joel. Let's light it up. I got loads of sticks, so. I guess you'll also see the witch farm, so. Spoilers. Feeding them the zombies that they just killed. 2 wins. Yeah. I'm teaching them to, you know, be independent and get the food themselves. Whee. I would do the ender... Oh, sorry, the nether portal now, but I don't really know where I want to put it. So for now, we'll just keep flying back and forth. It's not far. Slack's build is looking very basalty. Indeed it is. It's cool. Alien approved. I don't know if I have any more coal over at the witch farm. I'm pretty sure I have more stuff at the witch farm than I do at my pile of chests, though. Oh, give me a second. I gotta stretch my back a little. Been a while since I've done a stream, okay? I've had to start sitting on a cushion because the padding on my chair is getting so worn down that I was basically just sitting on wood. Well, I'm assuming it's wood under there. Normally it's like plywood or something. Whatever it is, it was not very comfortable. So I am now putting a cushion on top of my chair and sitting on top of that. So yeah, this is the witch farm where things happen with witches. And sugarcane too. I built a sugarcane farm next to it. And then down here is the actual witch farm with end raiding gear and a bunch of other stuff which can be used to make torches, which is exactly what we need. And I still touched most of this apparently, so. There's an actual sugarcane farm there now? Yes, I did that yesterday. I decided that was a task for off-camera alien. I can kind of do with some XP. Oh, there's some there. Excellent. Repair my Electra. A little bit. How many alien heads? Still not as many as adequate. Just saying. Also, now I've got good gear, I've kind of slowed down on the deaths. Oh, that's meant to look like that, I'm sure. Let's see. 67 deaths, 2 to the void. 4 to lava. Jeez. What's a self-destruct? I think that's what I was testing the heads pack actually, and I just did /kill. Because it wasn't working on day 1. In fact, let's... Is this a farm you're sharing with anyone? No, but I have said GL could use it. For some reason, there's just... The same happened last season. There just seems to be an agreement that GL could use whatever XP farm I have. It just seems to be a thing that happens now. First time was coincidence, but the second time made it a habit. One of the things I'm also using with Vibrant Visuals is a PBR pack that just gives all of the textures a little bit of PBR-ness. So you can see here, they're all kind of like 3D textured, just to give it a little something extra. Don't jinx yourself on slowing down your deaths by mentioning it then flying into walls. It's fine. When has flying into walls ever gone wrong for me? I don't need any examples. It's a rhetorical question. Nice textures. I thought that was a monument for a second. It's like, wait a minute. Don't remember that being there. Flying enderpearling, who's counting? Only one enderpearl related death. Just putting that out there. It's time for the torch spam. I also know somewhere there's like a cave that just leads to lava on this island. So I'm not really excited to deal with that. What do you think? Is this Dark Troll or has somebody been digging here as well? The Enderpearl Epi is going down in TB history. It is very, yeah, but what a death. Yeah, exactly. It was very entertaining. Even to be a part of and to then like watch back and edit and just all of the things. It was very fun. I was right clicking, but did not have any torches. Yeah, that's potentially my favorite death, actually, that I've ever done. My favorite death that I've ever died. Random torch spam is the way to go. Of course. But you just start a new season or whatever. Just move to a new area. You've got to have the random torch spam. Them's the rules. And I don't make the rules. Well, I definitely wouldn't break them. This is reminding me of how big this area is. The answer is it's quite large. I think I'm probably going to have to do some leveling as well. I think you did a kill Slack IRL with him laughing so much. Yeah, that was great. Yeah. We were laughing for a while.
Sweet Mary Mother Poopy Pants.
I agree. Sigh. Skyfire would like to remind everybody that they were the one that clipped that. So. Or was it actually? No, I think I clipped it. It was you played the alert, didn't you? Don't forget to eat. I'll be fine. It's a phantom limb. Did anybody ever shout out Phantom on the Twitch? I feel like they didn't. I played the alert. Yeah, that was it. Motown Mickey, how you doing? Welcome on in. How was your stream? Gen 1044. Motown Raid. Mickey the Gang raiding you with the smooth vibes. Thank you so much for the raid, Mickey. How's it going? What are you up to today? You should have a shout out, but it will be slightly delayed because of Twitch's thing. We're just lighting up my future base area here on Truly Bedrock SMP, which if you haven't heard of it, is an SMP on Bedrock Edition. It's pretty much in the name. Pretty much. just a little bit. I don't know why I'm doing this in third person. I guess it's kind of helpful actually. I wonder if there's anybody, there probably is, that plays Minecraft in third person. So many people play this game and so many people play it differently. There probably is people that play it in third person. Gotta say, quite helpful having the night right now. I'm not going to ask people to not sleep, but just putting that out there. Stream was great. We played a little on Stony Peaks, built another flower farm, then logged on to Slackville to help with a toaster. Nice. I hear Slackville had a season reset as well, so I hope that's going well. I don't know. I think there's like... I don't know if you... I can't remember how many survivables you have on Slackville. So I don't know if you were playing on a different one or what. I can't keep up. There we go. Thanks for that, Jill. Yeah, now season 4. Nice. And it's a jade. Well, I hope season 4 of Slackville is going well. There was 35 people to log on the world on the first day. Yes, I heard. So, fun fact. Truly Bedrock is actually hosted on the same machine as Slackville. So, and all of Slack servers. Basically, Slack has a dedicated server with Hideercraft. And that hosts Truly Bedrock. And obviously all of his servers, a few of the servers as well. So I believe one of the reasons Slackville didn't get restarted at the same time was because if you guys on Slackville stop making lag, then you would, theoretically, we would feel it as well. No. The alien bounce does not count because it only counts if I'm bouncing mindlessly without doing a task. And in this situation, I was bouncing, but I was not bouncing mindlessly because I was doing a task. So that doesn't... I'll allow it on the basis of there's loads that have been missed from before we had the command. But that doesn't actually count. You were doing it without placing the torches? I was probably bouncing to another area. That's allowed as well. I made the rules. And the first rule is that I don't make the rules. The second rule is that you know the rules. And the third rule is, and so do I. Oh man, now I can't see because it's day. Oh, and now I was not enraged. Now there's another creeper hole. I love that you're fighting it. Like, objection. Fourth rule of chat is always right and we outrank other rules. Oh man. That was a silent creeper. I heard it. I do feel like my game audio has been quieter recently though, but it's on max. So I don't know what to do about it. I was busy driving, so I can't weigh in. That means you abstain, and I'm right when you abstain. Whenever you abstain, it means you automatically agree with me. So yeah. Uh-oh. Doing the yawning thing. I actually agree with Bird for once. Wow. Yeah, yawn also isn't a thing. Don't use my fancy word that I taught you against me. You did that like I told you that in confidence. You and all the other people I told. All right. See, look, somebody's been mining coal. This wasn't me either. People going to my island to take my stuff. Where am I going? Going over there. What if you bounce around and place torches next to the torches you've already placed, therefore bouncing without a purpose? Well, I have a purpose. The purpose is just stupid. But at least there is a purpose with that. All right. I will be back after a break. Because I need a break. So bye. It's been a while since I streamed, okay? Welcome on in, Beans. How's it going? Dang, I missed the bouncing. It looks like you did. I am very tired. So I don't know how long I will go on for, but I will keep going for now. But I am tired. So there's your warning. We need to sort out this ender chest. Let me just check that wasn't anything important. It wasn't. After 9:30, my phone goes on silent automatically. And then the only notifications I hear are from my mum or my dad. And it's 15 minutes until 9:15. So, but I wasn't sure if it was already past 9:30. And then in that case, it could have, you know, potentially been important. But in this case, it was just the weather for this evening. Not very helpful. But there nonetheless. Going well, says Beans. This is good news. So yeah, we're going to do the ender chest. Now, doing the ender chest actually involves probably leaving for a second so that we can go to probably like the season 6 world download would probably be the best one to go to actually. And see the layout I did there, because I made a layout for season 6 that I was really happy with. So actually, let's do that. But past 9:30. Don't think about it too hard. Let's see. I have basically every like world that I've been a part of, even if they have public world downloads, I have them like downloaded on my computer for this exact reason. Minecraft things, worlds. Truly Bedrock. I've got all of the old world downloads from before I joined. What? I've not got season 6? Really? I bet it's still in my downloads folder, to be honest. It's a bit embarrassing. Well, I've got a minute then. I better go download the Truly Bedrock Season 6 world download. Jeez. Who'd have thought? All 1.27 gigabytes of it. Oh, I know. I do have it. It's just a template file. Hang on. I should be able to go create new world. Nope. Owned by me. Nope. Show wall. Imported. There we go. Truly Bedrock Season 6. By unknown. I don't know if there's a way to change that to like something else. Creative. Does it go all, I didn't even check if it had all of the stuff it had. It does. Excellent. Like all the packs and stuff. All right, cool. I need to make it not a template for me. For my local copy. Ah, welcome back. Truly Bedrock Season 6. I don't really miss Season 6, you know? Please. Hi there. I think it's because I was so happy for Season 7 and so like ready for it that I wasn't massively sad to let it go. Like I was ready for a change. And I've, you know, changing a lot of my video style. At least in my opinion, I am. Admittedly, as I don't know how noticeable it is to everybody else, but to me, I've changed a lot of how I make videos. And also just like how I approach a season. Ocean Vim, welcome on in. Good morning. And Minor Mum, welcome on in as well. How are you doing? Is that because you had so many UFOs to build? Well, I built all the UFOs I needed to. Oh, I've got my blue screen pack on. What I'm actually looking for is my ender chest. Oh, welcome home. Honey, I'm home. I don't miss this. This storage system was largely built to, because I said I would, but not really. Like, look, most stuff never made its way to the storage system. It also was too small. Like, these needed more space. It was a bit of a mess, to be honest. Can't believe nobody else tried to spam the command. I mean, people have been trying to. We are technically on season 6 right now. I could build more UFOs. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start recording, and then I'm just going to hover over each ender chest or each shulker in my ender chest. And that way, I can then look back at the recording and I know which is which. Because I won't necessarily know it from all the different colors. But some of them I think we're going to change. Go back to the start of the playlist. There we go. I have done this before. I've walked around this for reels on the world download. Reels? I've walked around this for reels on the world download, and I'm here to say you really don't appreciate the scale until you do. Yeah, right? It does not come across in videos. I mean, even just like what Slack's been building this season. For a while, I'd only seen it in streams and stuff. And then I log in and I see it in person. And I'm like, holy moly. It's pretty big. So yeah. I get it. What I also meant to do is actually screenshot that. Let me find that recording. There it is. Excellent. Totally evil plan is working. As soon as I can find the F11 button. I always seem to struggle. Playing the time warp? Exactly. Oh, this is the wrong color. I forgot. This needs to be light blue, technically. We'll redye it, I think. Actually, no, we won't. We'll rename it. So this is like... That's my head box. So this is a new box, because we obviously didn't have heads last season. So that'll have to replace something. And then I've also got this, which is, I guess, just an end rating or an end box. Because it's got my end stuff in it. These are what we'll need. Shulker shells. I will also need a pretty decent amount of chests. I thought your shulkers were supposed to be blue. The only ones that aren't are the ones in the ender chest. For organizational purposes. So that should go there by rocket box. Then emerald and gold will go here. So this, actually I'm going to rename to be my gold box. Let's make a, oops. And oops, a couple of anvils. Like so. Aliens. Gold. Not God. Gold. Oh, that's still... There we go. Gold box. And then we're going to make a new one. This is going to be Aliens Precious Box. And it's going to include all my precious things, except for the gold, obviously. And also not that elytra. That can go back in there. And then obviously iron goes in the iron box. And then that needs to be light blue. And then redstone, iron, gold. This would be emeralds. Not that we really have any emeralds. We've also not really got any levels. Maybe we should do this actually at the witch farm so we can get a few emeralds. Emeralds box. I think I also have some dice back there. Let's do that. My precious. What's your... So I know Mitchie has. Has anybody else downloaded the Season 6 world? And if they have, what is your favourite bit of it? There's a load of wolves there that they're probably too far away for me to get bones and tame. So, weird. What is your favourite bit of the Season 6 world? I gotta know. I'm just so nosy. My favorite bit's my base. Because I built it. Jade's Panda Farm, but I'm a bit biased. Fair enough. My fleet of UFOs. Yes, your fleet. Seeing Eladra's monolith of the surrounding area, seeing Moss's build close up. Fantastic stuff. Yeah. Yeah, both of those builds, especially Eladrium's are amazing. And the sort of builds that I think you need to... Oh my gosh, what am I doing? The sort of builds that I think you need to appreciate in person. It just doesn't come across how amazing they are and the scale of them on videos and streams. I've downloaded it. I explored your UFO base and a few other bases. Your UFO is one of the best ones. Thank you. I am pretty proud of my UFO base, as you may be able to tell by my desktop wallpaper. It said desktop wallpaper. Oops. Oh, where is it? There it is. It said desktop wallpaper. Oh, that didn't hide everything. That's meant to hide everything. What didn't it hide? Oh. Yeah, well, it makes sense why it didn't hide that. Anyway. Done enough button pressing. I can see my UFO there. Nice. Eladra's build was cool, but the redstone was broken for the entrance. Oh, really? Oh, man. I still have to play Adequate's Mist. This is true. I don't think I have. I got pretty far behind on Adequate videos. Okay, let's turn on Le Farm. So this is technically spoilers for the next episode of Truly Bedrock that you'll see releasing next week on Wednesday. But it's a stream. What were you expecting? Other than exclusive previews. But yeah, the plan is to try and upload weekly every Wednesday. Obviously, when I'm ill, like I have been the last 2 weeks, that's just not going to be possible. But I want to try it, like when I go on holiday and stuff, pre-record. I want to try and be as consistent as possible as I can with that. And I'm putting less scale into my videos. So hopefully once university and work starts up and takes more time, hopefully the lesser scale will mean I'm actually able to produce videos at a good rate still, because that was the big problem last time. Streams are best for exclusive previews. This is correct. All right, cool. So that will get me a little bit of XP. The witch farm has been my main source of XP so far this season. Although it's kind of taken a while to spawn anything. There we go. Once they get going, they're normally fairly decent. I don't know why it's taking so long. And this is a looting 3 sword, which is why I'm holding it, because trident killers are affected by the looting effect. All right, cool. Let's continue. So this is my emerald box. I think I have... Actually, I probably don't have any green dye down here. Just cactus. I know I found a ton of flowers and did collect them and put them in these chests for this moment specifically. But I don't think I'll have anything green. I'm assuming you need green and white dye to make lime. I don't even know where a desert is. I guess there's the mining desert. Let me get Alien Bot onto AFK here. It's probably the best way to do this. Now, technically, this is another stream preview, because Alien Bot, like, storyline-wise, hasn't yet been discovered. But you don't need to know that. It would be a shame if somebody just went and told you it. It would be really... Pickles cooked will give lime dye. Well, I also don't have any pickles, so... Not sure with vibrant visuals, but I did a witch farm where I AFK'd with my head in the water with conduit power to be able to see into the farm better. I mean, I can see just fine. Like, into the farm. But that is a good idea. Hello, alien bot. He also has his own sword. I've got him a loot in 3 sword as well. Again, he has not been discovered canonically yet. In the AlienDoctor multiverse. He is not yet technically made it to Truly Bedrock Season 7. But nobody needs to know that. There we go. Actually, he has 50 levels. If I stand here, you can't see that. If I stand alien bot here, then the XP will try and go to him, and it will just get caught here, and it won't be able to go to him. But we could use it like an XP bank. So if we wait for some XP to come up, he was in ads last season, I'm guessing that meant to say. Yeah, the Blue Shop commercial. He did do like... I did a little bit of lore stuff at the start of the season, and then... That's the other thing. This season, I want to do a little bit more of my like storyline stuff with Alien Bot and whatnot. Which is why I'm kind of making a big deal about it. Yeah, so there you go, look. When Alien Bot stood here, it all just gets caught to this side. And then obviously I can pick it up. Right now it will repair my Elytra. But it kind of works as an XP bank. And then also some from before has gone up here. And it's all going into my Elytra right now. Which is not really what I want. I guess whilst he's there though, that means we can try and figure out if there's a desert nearby. And then grab the cactus from that, unless I happen to find a sea pickle. Let's head this way. I also really like Geo's base from season 6. Yeah, Geo's was cool. I think everybody's was pretty cool, to be honest. Oh man, it's not a beach, it's just desert. Although I don't know if I had any red flowers, so grab some of those because why not? There's a couple of areas over this area, or in this, yeah, in this area, I guess, that look like they'll be good for flower farms, like just bone mealing the ground sort of flower farms. So I'll probably do that because I think that witch farm will be like the center of my industrial district, which I've technically done before, but most of you probably didn't know who I was back then and weren't watching, so it'll be new to you guys. Just not the OGs. I will take everything I can get from this thing. Yeah. The one thing I didn't like was that since I was just exploring it as a single player, it felt empty since all the amazing TP people weren't there. That's fair. You know, sometimes when I'm on by myself, I do get that. It is very empty of like, there's no one here. You know, if nobody's claimed that, I might move that to be my claimed outpost. Although, oh, hi there. I don't want either of those. The only one I want is the eye. Interesting. You know what? No, I shouldn't. Somebody might have claimed it. For all I know, I've claimed it, to be entirely honest. I have claimed one, and actually those coordinates do... Let me just... Hold one moment, please. Let me just check the claimed coordinates spreadsheet. That might actually just be mine. Which farms have a weird spawn rules? For max rates, you want the surface of the entire chunk to be spawnable blocks, then light it up so nothing can actually spawn. Very evident when a witch hut is completely surrounded by water, then the rates are low. Oh, really? I will have to do that then. What happens when slime starts spawning? Because it's a swamp. Sometimes slimes will spawn because of the moon or something. I don't know. What's this? Extras. Outposts. Oh yeah, this isn't mine. This isn't claimed though, so it won't matter if I loot it. Yeah, mine's actually relatively near. I'm almost tempted to just claim this one instead. Just for the sole reason that it's nearer to my... Well, I'll definitely take one, because it's not claimed yet. And I'll leave the rest. But yeah, I'm kind of tempted to claim this one because it's near my witch farm. Oh, jeez, you've gone far. And there's a village right next to it. I haven't even looked at what the other one's like that I have claimed. I'm just going to write down these coordinates just in case. But I'll put a question mark. Put alien brackets might swap to this one. I think that the way to control which spawns is by having the spawn spot be the only area in spawnable range. Having the land be land lit up around the hut. Well, I just removed the land so it just doesn't exist. Yeah, because there's like a village right there, which would be really helpful for transporting the villagers. Secure villagers if you're doing a raid farm. I am, but I don't know if I'm doing it in this village. Because I have technically claimed another outpost. I've just put a maybe on potentially claiming this outpost as well, though. I'll just fly away and it won't be loaded. Nothing of value in there. Anyway, we flew past that desert, I think. Because we got distracted. I swear I saw a desert. Maybe it was just a big beach. I'm definitely doing a raid farm. It just might not be there yet. I will compare it to the other outposts I have claimed after the stream and make an educated decision. Because as I said, if I do it on this one, then I can probably have it as the same nether tunnel as my witch farm. And then the rest of my... oh my gosh. The rest of my farming district. There we go. I mean, for ease, it makes sense. Oh, I thought this was a cactus. It was a sugarcane. It's some very deserty looking beaches. Just saying. Well, at least I got a smithing template out of that. And if somebody else ends up claiming it, then there's still one left in there. I just gone? Is this my witch hut or another? It's somebody else's. That's probably closest to that other outpost. I said I'm moving the witch hut there. I think a lot of people have claimed the nearby witch hut, so that one probably is actually claimed. Is that me? Or is that Moss? This is Moss, I think. Yeah, I'm sure this is Moss's. Yeah, all the witch huts are very close. That could be why one of my witch farms sucks and another one works great. I did know that water affected it, but I didn't know the exact, like, science behind it. Come on, don't be a beach. Be a desert. 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 Nope. Lava. Lava. Okay, there's a savannah. Surely there's going to be a desert next to the savannah. Don't maybe sing lava chicken. There's actually a mining desert in the nether. I should have just gone there. I kind of just assumed I'd fly and be able to find one. Desert? Nope. Witch huts seem to spawn on surface spawn failures, not on aborts. Aborts are when it can't find a core that is a valid spawn spot. Failure is when it does but can't spawn mob due to light level or other mobs in that block. Interesting. Yeah, they are definitely affected by light level. I'm pretty certain about that. If not, then there is some weirdness, which is also extremely possible in this weird game that we play called Minecraft. Bedrock Edition. Okay, well, this isn't exactly what I'm looking for, but it does have a lot of flower variants. And bees. Does the server map ever get pruned during the middle of the season? Yep. Not sure what the border will be. Previously, it's been 4K. This time, it will probably end up being 5K because we moved our spawn by like 1,000 blocks in one direction. Well, I think both directions. So it might be like a slightly, like one direction might be 5K, the other might be 4. I don't know. Liara does the pruning. So that'll be for that. It's a sunflower. I feel like I should get some sunflowers for sunflower. Not that she plays on here. It just feels like the right thing to do. See? She might not care about my rants, but at least I care about her. But she wouldn't get any blue flowers for me. I mean, you did just need one of each. This is true. I just need a cactus. It would have been easier to go through the nether and just go to the mining desert, wouldn't it? If anyone knows the coords there, I'll stop flying. Flying over. Tell me that's some cactus. No, I think it's some sugarcane and it hasn't loaded yet. Yeah. With vibrant visuals, the moon looks all blue. Yeah, right? That was the problem though. I was like trying to react to it in my video because obviously I knew it was coming. And it was just like, well, it's really not that different. It's a dangerous path in the nether that Liara built. I love dangerous paths in the nether. Lots of deserty beaches. I swear these deserty beaches are getting bigger. Be sure to pack your end pearls for your nether trip. Never again. Never again. Never again. Nuh-uh. Is that a forest fire? Oh, it's another rude pool. Give me the loot. How is there no deserts? Right, that's it. I'm flying back to the witch farm and I'm just going through the nether. We're actually not too far away from it either. It's not worth it. We're actually pretty near to... We've kind of like... I think we've done a like half circle around the witch farm. And still not found any cactus. I keep getting jump scared by alien bot. Like, who is this? What do you want? Be cool if you could have vertical double chests like that. Do 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 do. Are you meant to go in the nether unaccompanied? That fairy spell that Jen did has been lifted. So yes. That is the thing I am allowed to do. Am I going in the right direction? Yeah. That is the way I need to be going. You could always check the base of chunks. Too much effort. It looks like there are villager shenanigans afoot. Oh. Or not? Question mark. Just random bits of wood. They should make that a feature of barrels. Double barrels. Yeah, that's true. I guess barrels are really only... Realistically, I think barrels are only really decorative, aren't they? But also, I don't know if it would make sense for barrels. Oh, I see what you mean. Like the vertical... Instead of vertical chests, vertical barrels. That would actually... That would make a lot of sense. Mining area. Oh, it is down this tunnel anyway. Why? Why? You can't do that. You can't just block off the tunnels. They're in use. It's a very safe looking nether, says Rob. Indeed. By the way, you redeemed a walk-on like 2 months ago. Did you ever submit it on Blurp? Because I've still got the redemption in my rewards queue. But I don't know if you ever submitted the walk-on Blurp. Mr. Ron Bench. Yeah, this is a very safe nether tunnel. Don't worry about it. I'm a man of mystery. Well, I need to know so I can either accept it or refund your points. I completely did. I forget. I completely did I forget? What? Well, that was a very safe nether trip over here. Filled with absolutely zero risk. I felt safe the entire time. Wow, Mobile's having fun tonight. I know how you feel. They're the tunnels designed for Minecraft professionals. Exactly, and I'm one of those, of course. Buy/4, yeah. Save equals did not die. See? Ocean Vim gets it. That's a cat. Why was I running over to the sugarcane? Not cactus. Right, let's get it off so we never have to come back. I think somebody planted those. What, with the cactus flower? I don't think so. Can you farm the lush cave flowers? I also don't think so, but I do not know. How do you like that flower? I think it's pretty fly for a cacti. I feel like there's a pun there that you're making that I'm just trying really hard and don't get. Sorry. You cannot farm the lush cave flowers. That's what I thought. Get a bit of sand for a quick and dirty cactus farm of the witch farm. Yeah. I mean, I've got... Let's just get a stack on it and then I'm set. For the rest of the season. I mean, I'll probably end up building one for the sake of building farms, but... Have I circled back round to the portal, or is this just where people have been mining? I think this is just where people have been mining. Jeez, walked into that one before it finished breaking. There we go. So look, this'll... Oh, that was too many. There we go. Problem solved. You know what? You can even have a cactus flower as well. The one's all in a row near the portal. I don't know. But also, it's cactus. I don't think people will need them planted specifically in specific places. At least somebody got it. Sorry. I'm just not very good at this, okay? Stretch. Alien is too young to get it. Oh, is this one of those times where I can use that excuse? Excellent. Server restart in 5 minutes. When the server restarts, I'll run another ad break because I think we're coming up on one anyway. Yeah, I actually think it's potentially safer to not fly in the tunnels with how confined they are. You do risk getting lost and not... Yeah, I feel like I needed to turn off. I feel like I'm no longer following the tunnels. And I feel like that's a bastion. I feel like I've been to that bastion. But even if I haven't, every time I've gone on a bastion, something bad's happened. So far, so. Offspring is a band that made a song called Pretty Fly for a White Guy. Oh, there you go. The more you know. Is this the tunnel? I think so. This seems like deja vu from earlier this season. You heading to a bastion, right? There shall be no heading to a bastion today. Look at that. Managing the inventory whilst flying with the Elytra. Is there anything I can't do? Clearly not. Other than sleep when it's day, I mean. That's just a given. Use depth perception. Well, that too. Details, details, details. Right. Do I have a furnace over here? I do. Whack some of you in the oven. I think we only need one and then a bit of white dye to start with. I love bouncing on the bed and then clicking on it. I don't know why. Or just like using it to save yourself from fall damage. I like that too. Speaking of saving yourself from fall damage, have people seen my latest episode? Because if not, you should. Do you need depth perception to play video games? No clue. I wouldn't know. I'm the wrong person to ask. In that video, a happy gas almost escapes, and I did a kind of like a happy gas clutch where clicking on it meant I was able to not fall and die. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. I have watched your latest video. This is excellent news. Thank you. Lime dye. For my emerald box. I was worried it renamed it then. Don't know who you are. You're not welcome here. This is a piglin free zone. Okay, cool. Let me get up my screenshot. Rocket box. Then after that would be copper. Oh, we also need this to be light blue. Which means some more white dye. Light blue. There we go. And then we need some cyan. I think that requires green. Escape equals forgot to tie up. What? Oh, yes, right. I see. I mean, the screen is flat unless you're playing a game in VR. Yep, I am. I have a flat screen. I'm also not one of those people that have a curved monitor. Because I know some people do. I never really got the appeal of curved monitors. They just looked odd to me whenever I tried them. How did you make cyan dye? Oh, I've not got any blue dye. I was going to say, I thought it was blue. Green. Yoki Ninja, welcome on in. All right, we are going to take a break because the server is restarted. I think we're about due for an ad break. Anyway. I think Twitch is probably going to play one in a bit. So we might as well just get it out of the way now whilst the server's restarting and we can't exactly join. So I'll see you after the break. I have returned once again. Was just stretching out my back and my legs because it feels like it's been a while since I've sat down for this long. Anyway. Anywho. Let's log back into the game, shall we? I've got Discord open. Let me get rid of you. Oh man, that made me minimize the game. Not what I wanted. I don't play FPS as Ocean Vim. Well, curved monitors aren't just for FPS games. In fact, I don't even know if that was anything to do. I don't even think curved monitors were anything to do with FPS games. I think they're actually more to do. There's a lot of stuff, including a minecart. Oh, of course, the server restarted. Server restarted, minecart got broken because the trident fell through. Must be like, what's going on? And apparently, it looks like potentially some skeleton spawned. Yeah, I believe the whole appeal of curved monitors was because they're supposed to help with eye strain. As to whether they do, I do not know. But to me, they just always seemed weird. Like when I tried them, so I just never... I remember at one point I was pretty close to buying a curved monitor, but in the end I didn't. And I have no regrets. I also feel like first-person games with like Minecraft, where obviously the FOV is very noticeable, that would have been quite strange on a curved monitor. I don't know. All right. Grab you. Grab you. There we go, that worked. Give you to you. Whack you in there. Click the lever. Drop this random redstone that AlienDoctor has in his inventory. And go over the bubble column. Curved monitors attempted to present more screen in your vision. Human vision is approximately 170 degrees, and a curved monitor you sit close enough will fill more of your vision without requiring your eyes to focus at different levels. Interesting. The more you know. I guess that makes sense. I can see the appeal. They were just... Whenever I tried them, they were never really for me. Like, you know, if I'd go over to, like, somebody's house and give it a go or something like that, it was just a bit... Eh. Not like, bad, but not really great either. I agree, it's a bit gimmicky. Yeah. You know, it kind of reminds me of 3D TVs. For a while, 3D TVs were like all the rage. And like the thing that was gonna, you know, like if you asked somebody back then I bet they would have thought that, you know, by now 3D TVs would be the norm. And obviously they're not. You know, I don't even think most, you know, even the crazy expensive TVs don't have 3D features in it anymore. Like, 3D never really took off. And I feel like curved monitors are kind of the same. I feel like you don't see many anymore. You probably do see some, but... I don't know. I'm not an expert. Jeez, I gotta stop clicking off in full screen. It's been a while since I've streamed, so I'm forgetting to press that F11 button. What else is that like? VR, for a while, VR was this massive thing. And it still is, to be fair, don't get me wrong. But there was a period of time where all everybody seemed to be talking about was VR and Meta and what they're doing in Oculus. And I don't know, now it's I mean, to be fair, those glasses that they've made seem pretty cool, but I can't see them becoming the norm anytime soon. Either. Right, I need another shulker box. And I need to make it cyan. And then this is going to be my... Oh, that's corners. This is going to be my copper box. Copper box. It'll be empty. They don't have any copper. Oh, I should have brought those two anvils from the island. That would have been a smart thing to do. Aqua Dragon, welcome on in. How's it going? Worth a shot. Pretty much everybody has said the same thing as you. Like at this point, they're not disappointed. They're just like, it was worth a try. Screenshot. Okay, and then we had 2 brown boxes, which were wooden. For wood boxes. I don't have any cocoa beans, which I think is what you need for brown dye. I don't think you can get it any other way. So I don't know where any jungles is. So that will have to be a future thing. But for now, we'll name them at least. So aliens wood box. Actually, let's copy it like that. Aliens wood box. Nope, that just says box. And then aliens crafted wood. And then we just do the same for stone, but that's for grey dye, which we probably have. Yeah. Although this is light grey. Which luckily isn't that hard to make. Excellent. Neon Traveller, play
Hello, happy day.
Oh, there's more. There's more. Welcome on in, Neon Traveller. How are you doing? I think, yeah, it's just the same as the wood box. So we got aliens stone. And aliens crafted stone. You know, I might get rid of the crafted stone box because I never really used it. And I'm kind of started to think that I'd rather have a head box there. Yeah, we'll just do aliens. Aliens head box. I already have, yeah, there we go. We should dye it red for the color of my enemy's blood when I chop their head off. Okay, then we need a green box. This is for green stuff. So kind of completely the opposite. Aliens nature box. And then another red one, which is nether. And then a regular one for end. Aliens nether box. Oops. Nope. Oh my gosh. Nether box. Red. Oh my gosh. I am clicking all the wrong buttons today. And then aliens end box, which isn't dyed, because that's kind of the color of the end. I thought your head box was because you were going to fill up with your heads this season. No, hopefully not my heads. So far it's not. My aim is to get one of every member. Plus this bat head, because bat heads are kind of rare. Oh my, I thought this was a family-friendly stream. Yeah, that got dark for a second. Doing well, eating frozen yogurt. What flavor of frozen yogurt are you eating? That's the real question. End box. Purple is dye box, which is blue and red. Aliens dye box. Which actually we'll place down so we can put in all the dyes afterwards. Actually, no, we won't, just so I can shift click. Pink. What is pink? Pink might be glass. Okay, this is now where I need to just check the video I recorded. Or we might as well, honestly, just join the Season 6 worlds, just for the sole reason that I managed to remember all my other boxes except for what this pink box is. But according to the screenshot, the next box is pink. I don't know what it is. Have you been cursed with the bat head yet? Asking for a friend. Nope. But I know of its existence, so I'm extremely cautious of, like, group stuff at the moment. It was glass, I was right. It was glass, then food. And then mob drops. Pink, I put my flowers. Fair enough. A lot of these boxes I don't use, so I'm going to either swap them out for other ones that I do use, or, well, actually, that is just what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap them out for ones I don't use. But I just got to figure out what. So for now, I'm going for the same as last season, except for the head box, which I kind of want to change the color of because we've got 3 red boxes, which I'm not a massive fan of, but I guess nether could be orange to be fair. But we've also got 2 orange boxes already, so I'm not sure. But it does help a lot. That's true as well. That is very true. Dye box. So next was a glass box, which was pink. Do you need to have like pink petals for? Surely you could. Yeah, red and. Surely you didn't need pink petals for pink dye. Will we even have it? Oh yeah, we will. Oh, I thought we were running out of shulker shells, but we were actually just running out of chests. Aliens. Glass box. Orange was food. I thought I found... Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I found some orange flowers.
Truly outrageous.
Aliens. Food box. Hey, Jen, welcome on in. Make them red. And they should all be blue. These are the only shulker boxes I will ever own that aren't blue, because it's very helpful to have the colors for organization. White is mob drops. Like all of my other shulker boxes will be blue. It is just these mob drops box. I didn't use this one massively either. Gotta get low on XP as well. Nom 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 nom. How are you doing today, Jen? What was that color? There's a like cyan one. What was that box? There's another cyan box. I know the first one was copper. Can't remember what the second one was. Are you auto-crafting redstone blocks? Not yet. I will be. But that's like a future expansion to the farm I'll do. Mainly because I didn't really have... At the time I built it, I was kind of struggling on resources. So I didn't have the stuff to make auto-crafters. Like, I just wanted to get it done. But honestly, even without the auto-crafters, we're still getting enough redstone. Jen says, editing between recordings while we wait for Jade to get back from mum stuff. Nice. You doing a recording with Jade then? Potion box. That's what it is. Actually, whilst I'm there, there's another box that I'm not sure about. I know the rest. There's 2 more that I'm not sure. But yeah, even if we end up letting the redstone go, like obviously if we autocraft it into blocks, there's more space. Diggy box. If I autocraft it into redstone blocks, it makes more space for more redstone. But the thing is even if I don't do that and all those chests fill up with redstone, that's still like more redstone that I'll end up needing. So I'm not too worried about not having an autocrafter in there. Editing through, I read that. And fans were potentially Brit. Nice. Oh, I think I heard about this. Or actually, were you recording with fans earlier? Maybe. I don't know. Spoilers. Yeah, we're not even full yet, to be fair. What we really need is the gunpowder. Boop. 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 Aliens. Potion box. And then the next was Aliens Totem box, which, I mean, will not be getting much use for now, but there is a raid farm planned. That'll probably be the episode after the one I'm recording at the moment. Totem box. We need a black one for spare gear. Oh, it did craft. Aliens. Gearbox. It's like a car. Brown, which we can't actually, we don't have the dye for that yet, but this is my diggy box. So this is where I keep a ton of shovels and pickaxes, and then 3 beacons and all the blocks needed for the beacon bases. And this is for specifically when I'm digging out big areas. And I think normally there's a few axes in there as well. And then after that is a yellow one for light. But do I just have chests? I feel like I have some crafted chests already here. Yeah. And this is the light box, right? Yep. Boop. Aliens light box. There we go. And then it's just 3 blue ones now. Nice and simple. 1, 2, or 3. We have 1 more blue dye. 1, 2, 3. We have aliens. Junk box. One. There we go. Aliens junk box 1. We have aliens junk box 2. And then we have aliens utility box. The word aliens was starting to lose meaning to me there. junk utility, and then spare end just there. Beautiful. So all we need to do is dye this one and these 2 with brown dye, which we need cocoa beans for, and then we will have a fully sorted ender chest with admittedly mostly empty blocks or shulker boxes, let's be honest. But hey, I guess it's the thought that counts, maybe. This is one of those things that I just didn't want to waste any time. I just wanted to do it as quickly as possible. In fact, we'll put stat stick in the utility box. See, I'm already using it. That can go in there. We could put my contract in the precious box. Look at that. I mean, talk about organization. Got a few emeralds that could go in the emerald box. Some chests in there. It's all coming. My spare pickaxe can go in the gear box. It's all coming together, really. I'm curious, do you guys have like, do you guys do this? Have set slots for each shulker box in your end chest? Or are you a little less organized than me? I am curious how other people do their end chest organization. Because for me, it is extremely important to have it organized. Okay, all of that stuff could go. These all have slots in the end, in the thingy bob. In the doodah. Except for these, which just belong in the farm. You do. This is great. Now I've not got enough space to actually get a box out. You need to go there because we got 2 different types of sticks. Technically, we've got 3 because we've also got the camera stick, which I haven't really used, but it still exists. Some more gold in there. Nature needs all of these flowers. A mushroom. That template might as well go in my precious. Iron in the iron box, of course. Glowstone in the light box, although I guess that could also technically go in the nether box. Sky, I have far fewer shulkers in my end chest. Fair enough. I have rough placements so I can instantly tell which one is missing, but it does shuffle a little. Yeah, you see, I'm the sort of person that's like, every world needs to have a specific layout, which is this. Well, actually, to be fair, I say every world. I've been doing this for a while. Each world, it started in Hideercraft Season 2, where I'd have a very rough layout that was like precious items, redstone, and then I think it went rockets. And then I had stuff that came after that. And then eventually I expanded it in the next season of Hideercraft to have some more stuff. And then I expanded it again to have some more stuff. And I actually think that season was the first season where I had a full shulker box, and where I kind of came up with this. And then I modified that for season 6, but I still brought the same thing over. And obviously I've done the same thing where I've modified it again with like the head box, for example. But the like overall layout stays virtually the same. There's just like little bits that I change each time. Is the stats plugin something we can download for use in our worlds, or is it a TB exclusive? Yes, you can download that for use in your worlds. All of the add-ons we're using that you can download are available on the Truly Bedrock website on the Season 7 page. If you do !TB, I'm pretty sure a link for the TB website will come up, but if not, it's just trulybedrock.com. I have set colors for types of shulkers, but I need to revamp my storage organization. Fair enough. I like my e-chest organized. Mine looks a lot like yours. Nice. I'm glad I'm not the only one. See, that's mob drops. That's utilities. I don't worry about the wood and stuff. And then this, realistically, I should have just used this as my end box because of, well, because of that. And then normally I don't like save any end stone. So I don't have any to put in that box, but if I did, I'd put it in there. Spare gear, that my second elytra can go in. We need to dye that box blue now. Should be in my dye box. or the nature box. I will admit, at the start of the season, when things aren't as full, it can get a little bit tedious.
Do not inhale alien.
But in the long term, it's worth it. Oakley is back with the do not inhale alien. Yes, do not inhale alien. I am not to be inhaled. I think these are all just spare gear, right? Yeah. This is my first shulker box, which for some reason I kept. Because I think I'm going to try and keep some more kind of memorabilia. Perhaps. We'll see. This is so far my only non-organized box. Because technically all of those... Well, actually, I should dye those anyway. All of these are semi-organized, I guess. In that they're being used for end raiding loot. How are you doing today, Oakley? Dye box. Right there. Okay, cool. Excellent. Nice. I have a dye box. I'm doing all right. This is good news. Or not a dye box. I have an energy chest even, and it's organized. I don't know what I don't know what to do with myself now. We need some more rockets though. The main thing holding us back on rockets last time I crafted some wasn't actually the gunpowder. It was the sugarcane. Now we have an automatic sugarcane farm. Hopefully that won't be an issue. Some pepper. Geez, see, we still got more gunpowder. And actually, I'm going to put the gunpowder back in the witch farm just so I can show the video that this farm has actually been producing stuff. Because right now it looks like I've just been taking it all out of... well, because I've been taking it all out of the chest, it looks like the farm hasn't been producing anything. I guess these anvils also belong in the utility box. One thing I also want to do differently this season is organize all of the slots inside a lot of these boxes. Like this utility box is kind of just random helpful stuff. I want to like get specific with what I'm putting in there. Same for box like the gear box, like specifically have sets of gear and whatnot. And the redstone box, although I guess I kind of did that last season. And the precious box as well. All right, let me grab all the XP. And then we're just gonna boop alien bot into there. So I don't need the XP anymore. All right, excellent. Now I actually think that is probably going to be the end of today's stream. Because it's getting late, and if I'm being entirely honest, I've kind of done everything I need to do. I've not really got more to do. So we're going to end here. We're going to do a raid. Assuming there's anybody on, which I'm sure there will be. Who is around? Let's raid Ricky. I don't think I've ever raided Ricky before. Although he is on a break. Maybe we should just wait for Ricky's break to end. Don't want to raid mid-break. That would be rude. It's fine. I can waffle. I'm excellent waffler. Great stream. Have a great night, aliens. Thank you so much, you two. Bye, alien. Bye, Sky. Not quite yet, but very shortly. Please stick around for the raid. You will get extra Alien Empire credits, which can be used to play sounds and generally troll me and make my life more annoying. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Yeah, well, the first box I started doing was my redstone box, and it's already got, like, not an insignificant amount of stuff in it. Mainly thanks to the witch farm. These are, like... like that. These are honestly one of the best early game farms, I think. You get a bit of XP.
honkum goose me.
And like that,
I'm not to be honked.
you get a bit of XP. You get a lot of redstone. Most of this was without looting as well. Oh, Brit joined as well. You know, glowstone if you want it. Obviously, gunpowder is the big one. Apparently, just random stuff. You can tell occasionally other mobs are spawning in here, can't you? Hey, that's got to go in the mob drops box now. You know the rules. Actually, to be fair, there was... I know I've got a lot of glass downstairs, so that should probably go in the glass box. Yeah, I do... These are... I'm probably going to try and build one of these again next season. Like, early game, I think... Maybe even just day one. Just like... Well, day two. Because I want to get it on day one shenanigans. But day two, I'll just be like... It's witch farm time. Because they're so good. Alright, is this ad break ended yet? There's so much waffle I can do. Alright, excellent. I will now send you over to Ricky for real this time. He's currently on Java Edition, but he used to be a member of the Truly Bedrock SMP. I don't think he's actually played Bedrock in a while. But he used to be on here. So make sure to drop him a follow if you haven't already. Make sure to paste the raid message. I always forget to do that. It's my own stream. Alright, cool. I'll see you in the next one. I should, all things, you know, assuming everything goes okay, I should be next live on Saturday. So I'll hopefully see you guys then. If not, I'll probably see you next Tuesday. And there'll be a video, not this Wednesday, because I uploaded yesterday, but the next Wednesday. And then hopefully there'll just be videos every Wednesday after that, every week, until I can't do any more videos for whatever reason. Rude. Wow. All right. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. Bye.